All right, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. Rip Kings live for the evening. Starting things off with Immaculate Collegiate Football. This is a one-box random team break. Mic check. There we go. Looks like it's good to go. We're going to be getting into the random here in just a second. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody out there. Coming up after this 2016 Bowman Draft, buy one, get one. And then 2016-17 Panini Select Basketball. I believe we are sold out for the evening. All right, let's get to it. All right. All right, let's run this random. Tell me about it, man. Friday night in the hood, all the kids are out, sun is shining. The sunshine is shining. All right, dice roll has to be larger than 3. It is 11. Let's random up the teams first. 32 teams in all. Big number like 11. Packers on top after 3. Falcons on top after 6. We're getting to that 11 number. One box random team. Stuff's been pretty hot for us. 10th click. Jets on top. Dice roll was 11. 11th and final time. Here we go. Chargers on top. Chiefs on the bottom. In this break, I have Lauren for 3, Nick for 4, Randy, Dan for 2, Christopher, Edward, Jacob for 5, Lauren for 3 more, Ian for 2, and then Cameron with 10. All right, here we go. 32 names after the click. Yes, there are. Dice roll for this break is 11. Ian's on top after 6. Lauren's on top after 10. 11th click. Nick's on top. And Lauren is on the bottom. All right, let's show you all the results. What's up, Jason? Oh, wrong results. Let's put these up on the screen. Here we go. All right, Nick with the Chargers and Panthers, Cameron with the Colts, Lauren with the Cardinals, Dan with the Cowboys, Nick with the Saints, Cameron with the Bears, Lauren with the Niners, Cameron with the Seahawks, Ian with the Packers, Jacob with the Steelers and Texans, Lauren with the Bills. Sorry about that, Lauren. Cameron with the Ravens, Nick with the Raiders, Dan with the Rams, Jacob with the Patriots, Lauren with the Titans, Cameron with the Jets, Randy with the Bengals, Lauren with the Jaguars, Cameron with the Dolphins, Christopher with the Giants, Ian with the Bucks, Cameron with the Falcons and Lions, Edward with the Redskins, Jacob with the Eagles and Broncos, Cameron with the Vikings and Browns, and Lauren with the Chiefs. There are your results. Go ahead and, if you're in the room and want to trade, it is encouraged. It's definitely not frowned upon. I am just going to get box number 1 ready to go. Nice thick box here. 2016 Bowman Draft Baseball Buy One Get One is up next. I don't want to see the bottom. All right. Here we go. On to box number 1. Or I should say card number 1. We only have one box to do. Bo Jackson out of 99. For the Raiders. Card number 2, Pharoh Cooper for the Rams. Out of 99. Jumbo relic here. Got a Cleats card. Nice thick Cleats card from Stanford. Kevin Hogan. 7 out of 14. A duel. Rashad Higgins and Garrett Grayson from Colorado State University. We're going to have to check to see what teams these guys are at. Another fun one. Quad relic out of 99. Melvin Gordon, Todd Gurley, Derrick Henry, and Ezekiel Elliott. Chargers, Rams, Titans, and Cowboys. Grayson is the Saints, right? Is Rashad Higgins the 49ers? I know this guy is. 7 out of 99 from Michigan State, Aaron Burbridge. Farrell Cooper, number 2 for the Rams. It's out of 99. And a 2-color patch auto for the Vikings, Laquan Treadwell, out of 99. Let's take a quick peek here at a couple of things. First, all right, so let's look at the quad first. I know what team all these guys are on. Let's see. Oh, Higgins is on the Browns. All right, so let's take a peek here. On this card, I've got the Chargers, Nick, the Rams, Dan, the Cowboys, Dan, and the Titans is Lauren. So that'll go to a randomizer. Cameron has the Browns, and the Saints are Nick. So both cards going to a random. So let's run that real quick. Nick, you had Chargers, Panthers, Saints, and the Raiders. So we're gonna random this card off first. So we'll do Browns and Saints. This random goes 3 times. Saints on top after 1. Saints on top after 2. Browns coming in on top after 3. Let's jot that down for the Browns. All right, now on to our quad. This random will go 4 times. We have Chargers, Rams, we have Melvin Gordon, Todd Gurley, Titans, Derrick Henry, and Ezekiel Elliott for the Cowboys. Four times on the randomizer here. Good luck, everybody. Chargers after 1. Rams after 2. Titans after 3. Fourth and final click. Titans going back to back. Titans on top. So that's going to go to the Derrick Henry spot. Over to Lauren. Nice one there for Lauren. Congratulations. That'll do it for break number 1. Let me get everything saved up and ready to roll into break number 2, which is 2016 Draft Baseball. Thanks, everybody, for watching that one. I will be right back. right, coming in hot with the draft. All right, let's see. Buy one, get one. Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's having a safe St. Patrick's Day out there. Maybe you guys are at the Fanatic show here in Chicago, having a good time there this weekend. Tom here is live 2016 Bowman Draft. Buy one, get one break. Andrew with the Twins, Chris with the Blue Jays, Peyton with the Indians, Ari with the Mets, Kevin with the Brewers, Chris with the Mariners and White Sox, Chris C with the Cardinals, the Panda with the Reds, Dan with the Dodgers, King with the Red Sox, Jeff with the Braves, Chris G with the Padres, Mark with the Yankees, and King with the A's. Teams that are in the random: Diamondbacks, Orioles, Cubs, Rockies, Tigers, Astros, Royals, Angels, Marlins, Pirates, Giants, Rays, Rangers, Nationals, and, of course, the Phillies. Let's get on down to our randomizer. Dice roll has to be larger than 3. Number is 7. Here's the teams that I just rattled off. There should be 15. There are. Dice roll, just so I remember, is 7. All right, 7th and final click. Orioles on top, Pirates on the bottom. What's up, Chris? Just in time, I'm running the get one portion of the buy one, get one. All right, our dice roll was 7. Here we go. Chris G on top after 5. 2 more clicks. Final click coming up here. Dan on top, Andrew on the bottom. 7 times matches our dice roll. Coming in right now to show everybody your second team. Oop. All right, here we go. Dan with the Orioles, Ari with the Marlins, Kevin with the Rangers, Chris G with the Nationals, Jeff with the Phillies. Nice hit, Jeff. Chris G with the Astros, King with the Tigers, Chris C with the Giants, King with the Angels, Chris G with the Diamondbacks and Rockies, Peyton with the Cubs, Mark with the Rays, the Panda with the Royals, and Andrew with the Pirates. I think I can get all that in on one screen. There you go. There's the complete list. If you're in the room and want to trade, go ahead and throw it in the chat. What does Irish Crunked entail? Is that like a lot of Guinness or something? I'm just going to get the case ready. You guys can talk trades. Mark is throwing out the Rays for trade. Sure. Chris G, you have the Blue Jays, Mariners, White Sox, Padres. And then out of the random, you got the Nationals, Astros, Diamondbacks, and Rockies. So is there some Irish car bombs then in your near future too? The Rays were thrown in the chat for trade. If anybody's interested in the Jays, or the Rays, I should say, they are available. That's where he's calling the Moniac. All right, well, let's get rolling. I'm going to get box number one ready to go in the event somebody wants to raise. You do have another minute or two to trade. Yes. Debating on whether or not I'm hitting the Fanatics show tomorrow. Is anybody at the Fanatics show this weekend? Yeah, after everything you just rolled off that you have already consumed today, I would blame it on the iPad too. Are you asking me? I think every time we try to do two different streams, one always suffers. All right, here we go. Box number 1, green paper, Sheldon Noose. Blue, Antonio Senzatella. Refractor. Cody Sedlock. First auto, Kevin Biggio refractor auto for the Blue Jays. Ryan Howard to $4.99. Auto number 2, George Sheffield for the Dodgers. And one auto to go here in box number 1. Forrest Whitley, base auto. Wrapping up box number 1. Devers Sky Blue. I don't know what superfractors were pulled, but I think we're doing the Khalil Lee superfractor tonight. Adcock to $4.99. All right, box 2. That's how you got to roll, man. I mean, if you're gonna predict a super, you might as well throw a name to it. For all I know, he's already pulled, but I know somebody keeps a. I know somebody keeps a list. I think Soup keeps a list. That'd be something, huh? What are the Blues up to now? Stacy and I cry over that daily. All right, here we go. Box number 2. Purple Ben Bowden. Ken Griffey Jr. First auto, Braxton Garrett. Base auto for the Marlins. Eloy Jimenez out of $4.99. Purple auto, Ronnie Dawson. Astros are on fire early. First color auto of this case. And Joey Wentz Sky Blue. One auto to go. Austin Dean to $4.99. One auto to go. Here we go. 2 stacks left. No. You out of your mind? Eric Lauer is our last auto coming out of box number 2. I see a gold. Justice Sheffield gold for the Yankees. I tell you this right now. If the Cubs didn't make a trade for a bona fide closer, they never would have won the World Series last year. Oh, I got 1 stack left. Here I am sleeving up autos. Let me grab that last stack. Sorry about that. That's a gold. This is a gold version. Tom Glavine to 50 for the Braves. Nice hit. Rondon in April and May was absolutely on the precipice of becoming an elite closer, and then something happened. And there was a point there when they went in that little bit of a funk in like June. The bullpen was just a mess. I mean, sure. I mean, no. I mean, would you like to have the number 3 prospect in baseball still in your organization? Of course, yeah. I mean, do I regret having to trade him? No, absolutely not. Turns out that other guy, that Hap kid, turning out to be a pretty special player too. So now you just got to wonder, Zobrist is what, in a 3-year deal? So Zobrist, Hap will probably tear up AAA and be ready for a September call-up. may possibly even come up beforehand if there's a injury to one of those. You'll see Hap if there's an injury to either Zobrist or Baez. Is that a plate in there? We got our 101 printing plate coming up. We'll do the plate last since I know where it is. Oh, it could be an auto too, I wonder. Logan Short of $4.99. Oh, there's a nice one. Draft dividend auto out of 50. AJ Puck for the A's. 42 out of 50. Hitting some numbered inserts in this case so far. And then the question would be in the off season, what do you do with Hap if he does in fact tear up AAA? You'll have to move somebody. Dane Dunning for the Nationals. Base auto Dane Dunning. All right, who's ready for the printing plate of Khalil Lee? That's an auto there. Blue Logan Shore paper. All right, let's do auto first. There's a Glaber. Hayward is going to have a phenomenal year. Joshua Lowe for the. Does anybody want the Rays? Chapman and Garrett. Hayward is your comeback player of the year this year. All right, here's our printing plate. We're going to go to the end. Purple Gavin Lux non-auto. Zimmer Sky Blue. And that printing plate is coming up. I think it's going to be a chrome. Oh, it's a nice one for the Braves. Ian Anderson. That'll make our recap video at the end. All right, box number 4. Still on track for the Paul Moniak. I pulled the non-auto super box topper of Ian Anderson too, I believe, a few weeks back. I was totally rooting for Florida Gulf Coast, so I know what you mean. Dunk City was where it was at. Coming up next is basketball. We don't do too much basketball these days, but we do have a basketball product coming up this evening. I pulled a orange paper Gleiber in the 2 case the other day. I did hit a red Gleiber too. A long time ago though. John Harris purple. Let's work on that gold. I'm interested in this prairie dog thing. Ozzie Smith. First auto out of box number 4. Matt Theus. Base auto for the Angels. Whatever you do, just don't send me one of those glitter bombs or whatever they're called. Here we go. Blue ink for the Rockies. Robert Tyler, blue auto to 150. Gold paper, Delvin Perez. All right, 2 stacks to go. 1 auto left. He should. Last auto here out of box 4. Corey Ray for the Brewers. Nolan Williams to 499. Blue Cole Irvin. Yeah, send me Mark Julius. Is that you guys in a beer group, right? Something like that. All right, box number 5. We just eclipsed the halfway point. No box toppers yet in our first 4. So you guys would be the impractical jokers of the Facebook group? Well, we need a black hot pack or a superfractor or both. Green coming up here. Mike Showerin. Green for the Red Sox. Jimmy Lambert. Sky blue for the White Sox. Purple. This one may have some ink on it. Let's see. Oh. Purple Zach Birdie for the White Sox. He saw some action today against the Cubs. Alex Torres, the 499, his first sample of the Crosstown Classic. White Sox World Series will be against the Cubs again this year. Cole Ragans. Blue Nolan Williams, the 150. Hopefully we see a superfractor in this pile. No. Eric Lauer, a refractor auto to 499 for the Padres. Joe Rizzo, Sky Blue. Rhys Hoskins, the 499 for the Phillies. Any big hoops basketball? Any big hoops upsets this afternoon? From what I saw earlier today, there was none. All right, let's continue on with the color. Oh yeah, for sure. Just let me know. I think we've been watching. We're on to Fargo now, and I think it came on a little too much in that last respond to you, Mark. I think I said, "Oh yeah, for sure." He's been hot in our player breaks too. I think we've hit 7 Moniacs in our last 3 player breaks. I think. And so far, this one as well. Another Gleiber on top. Nick Neidert. Blue Shane Bieber for the Indians. First auto. Joe Rizzo refractor. Where's Ritmer? He loves Rizzo. Alex Call green paper. Cal Quantrill base auto. Padres doing well. Brett Honeywell. All right, 2 stacks left. Justin Dunn, base auto for the Mets. You'll get at least a Gleiber refractor or two. Michael Paez. So they have 2 Moniac refractors. Bryce Wilson. 2 $4.99 for the Braves. All right, coming up on the called Moniac box. Let's see what happens here. You guys play online? I saw some guy post about Poker Stars. I didn't even know that thing was still open. All right, come on. Big color auto coming. Or 7 big color autos. Box number 7. Where are all the superfractors? Dalton Jeffries, purple for the A's. AJ Puck for the A's. A's having a nice break. Blue Wave auto coming up. Come on, give us a big name here. Wow, there's a nice one. The Braves are rolling. Ian Anderson, Blue Wave to 150. Blue Rhys Hoskins. And Art. Two stacks, one auto to go. Let's Will Smith, base auto. Saw something orange coming up. Cal Quantrill. All right, now we pick up a glider. Come on. The Rockies staying hot. Antonio Senzatella, orange. Refractor. Last stack, box number 7. No Mickey. This box is reeking of Chris Oakey. No box toppers here in this case. If you're here for the basketball, it'll be starting soon. I do just need to run to the car and grab it. I just went and read back. I was wondering what you were trying to say. I just went back and read your comment, the R word. eBay or YouTube monitors the chats like they do their videos for music. All right, come on now. Big color on our way out the door. Purple Justice Sheffield to go with the gold. Just as easily have been Gleiber. I mean, come on. I think that's a green auto. Bobby Bradley to $4.99. Of course, it's St. Patrick's Day. We're going to end on a green auto. Seems only fitting. First auto out of box number 8 coming up. Dylan Carlson. Tyler J. Justice Sheffield refractor in there. Did we hit a sky blue, Justice? Red Sox, Bobby Dahlbeck. Base auto. Chris Shaw, blue refractor. For the Giants. 2 stacks to go. Mark Eckert. Thought maybe it was a super refractor that was missing the super refractor part of it. All right, last stack. We've got a green auto coming up. Could it be that Mickey you were talking about? Let's take a peek. Nice one here. We go back-to-back Bobby Dahlbeck autos to end the break. Bobby Dahlbeck green to 99 for the Red Sox. That is a nice one. Sky blue, Cole Irvin. Let me get those sleeved up, show you guys real quick a recap of the autos. All right. First things first, we did it a 101 printing plate. Ian Anderson for the Braves. On to our base autos. Justice Sheffield for the Dodgers. Forrest Whitley for the Astros. Garrett Braxton for the Marlins. Eric Lauer for the Rays. Corey Ray for the Brewers. Dane Dunning for the Nationals. Joshua Lowe for the Rays. Matt Theus for the Angels. Cole Raggins for the Rangers. Justin Dunn for the Mets. Cal Quantrill for the Padres. Will Smith for the Dodgers. AJ Puck for the A's. Dylan Carlson for the Cardinals. And Bobby Dahlbeck for the Red Sox. I have not seen the checklist yet, so we'll see if he's on it or not. Our refractor autos Our next, and for some odd reason that sleeve didn't want to be friendly with us. Refractor autos are numbered to 499. Kevin Biggio for the Blue Jays, Eric Lauer for the Padres, and Joe Rizzo for the Mariners. Purples to 250, Zach Birdie for the White Sox, and Ronnie Dawson for the Astros. Blue autos, Robert Tyler to 150, and a Ian Anderson Blue Wave auto also to 150. One insert auto for the A's, AJ Puck out of 50. This is a draft dividend auto. And our last auto was also the last auto of the break, Bobby Dahlbeck Green Refractor Auto 299 for the Red Sox. That wraps up 2016 Bowman Draft. Buy one, get one BOGO. Save this video. We'll be re-racking things with basketball here in just a minute. Thanks to everybody that participated. Be sure to be safe for the rest of the evening. Happy St. Patrick's Day. We will see you guys next time. Thanks again, everybody. Brewers and Rangers, Kevin. Do you want me to just tell you, or do you want to watch the recap? Oh, there you go. You got like the DVR, huh? All right, let me go grab basketball. I'll be right back. All right. Select the basketball coming up. What's that? All right, let me get the sheet for the roll call. Get things rolling. Last break of the night, 2016-17 Select Basketball. Hey, no problem. I'm glad you won. Ah, let's go. Grab. All right, let's get to this. That's nice. That's a nice card to have. Hopefully, this other one will be your second one. Let's do this. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Hope everybody's being safe out there this evening. 2016-17 Select Basketball. This is an eBay break. It is completely sold out. Let's get to our roll call. Matt with the Celtics, Christina with the Bulls, Linda with the Cavs, Tom with the Mavericks, Ryan with the Nuggets, Adam with the Pistons, Eric with the Warriors, Ari with the Clippers, BJ with the Lakers, Jim with the Heat, Brody with the Bucks, Jesse with the Pelicans, Linda with the Knicks, Troy with the Thunder, Thomas with the 76ers, Paul with the Trailblazers, John with the Kings, Dave with the Spurs, Chris with the Jazz, Jamie with the Hawks and the Hornets, King with the Timberwolves and the Nets, Chad with the Suns and the Rockets, Han with the Pacers, Magic, and Wizards, and Jerry with the Grizzlies and the Raptors. If you guys have any questions, now would be a great time to ask as I prepare your case for ripping. All right, let's do this. Give me a look here. All right, 2016-17 Select Basketball. We're entering box number 1. I feel like I'm going to be able to replenish my white filler cards with this break. All right, what we have here in the breakdown of this, we have 12 packs per box. Each box is going to contain 3 autographs or memorabilia cards and 12 prisms. That's on average. All right, here we go. Into box number 1 we go. Brooke Lopez for the Nets. That one's not numbered. These are not going to be numbered. John Wall. Damian Jones for the Warriors. Let me fix this focus a little bit. There we go. Damian Jones relic for the Warriors. Blake Griffin, Prism. Reggie Jackson for the Pistons. Jamal Murray. And a nice in-flight Zach LaVine for the Timberwolves. Zach LaVine. This is numbered out of 60 for the T-Wolves. Sheldon McClellan. All right. Henry Ellison, Sky Blue out of 199. That's a die cut for the Pistons. Buddy Hield, relic for the Pelicans. Ivica Zubac. Jaylen Brown Blue to 299 for the Celtics. Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney white bordered to 149. Oh, cool looking. There's Ivica again. Relic this time for the Lakers. Gorgui Dieng. And box number 1 in the books. I guess no white dummy cards. These packs always come in such disarray. Panini. Okay, box number 2. Well, that looks like a potential interesting card coming up. Is that orange a pop 1, Chris? I would suspect it is, but just not sure. Okay, here we go into box number 2. Ben Simmons, nice one there for the Sixers. Again, those are not numbered. Jeremy Lamb. Chandler Parsons. Wow, there's a nice one for the 76ers. Allen Iverson. 22 out of 60. First two autos, both out of 60. Richard Jefferson Prism. Orange, Jonas Valanciunas out of 60. Darren Collison. Kevin Durant. 31 out of 60. Nice. What do they call it? A pulsar. They used to call this a pulsar. Tyler Ennis for the Rockets. Die cut. 31 out of 60. Kyle Anderson. Willie Cauley-Stein. Oh, I really like the tie-dyed. Eric Gordon, die-cut tie-dyed for the Rockets out of 25. Jeff Green out of 199 relic for the Magic. Bobby Portis. Red, purple out of 175. Steph Curry. I think that's purple. Box number 3. $12 break. What's up, Cass? I don't know. Michigan got lucky today, I think. No, they both got lucky, truthfully. If Michigan didn't shoot the lights out from beyond 3, I think Oklahoma State would have beat them by 10. But yes, go Big Ten. Michigan Northwestern has a tall task ahead of them in Gonzaga. But we still got to play the games. Boban Marjanovic. Thabo Sefolosha. Relic for the Hawks. Harrison Barnes. Raymond Sessions. Brook Lopez for the Nets. Jaylen Brown. Purple Dennis Schroeder out of 175. Schroeder. Malik Beasley. Steven Adams for the Thunder. Chris Middleton. Goran Dragic. Thon Maker for the Bucks out of 299. Nikolai Mirotic, blue. Kyle Lowry for the Raptors. David West. Got to play the games, right? You have to play the games. So I think Middle Tennessee State is going to be a force to be reckoned with in this year's tournament. I think they're going to wreak some havoc. Notre Dame had a little luck of the Irish yesterday. We're in the box number 4 of Select Basketball. Once again, thanks everybody for participating in this break. We appreciate it here at Rip Kings. That looks fancy. Ryan Anderson, Prism. Thaddeus Young. We've got points. Wow, big points. 900. Thaddeus Young. Reggie Jackson. Everybody's in line for the points. Gold die cut. Ian Mahinmi. Out of 75. That was going to be out of 10. Gold die cut to 75 for the Wizards. Wow, that is awesome looking. Rudy Gay, 3-color relic, tie-dyed out of 25, 11 out of 25. Bobby Portis, blue, Jonathan Simmons. I like Wichita State. I've got them. Al Jefferson. Dirk Nowitzki. Kelly Olynyk. Nicholas Batum. Still got an auto. Justice Winslow. In-flight auto to 99 for the Heat. Richard Jefferson. Luol Deng to 175 for the Lakers. Karl Malone. Calling Karl Malone. You're being requested to the stage. You don't want a horny? Yeah, that's a big number. What was that? All right, here we go into box number 5. Brandon Ingram to 175. Purples are really cool looking. Randy Foye. Nikola Mirotic. Kevin Durant for the Warriors. Buddy Hield. Chris Dunn. Tyson Chandler out of 99. Throwback relic for the Knicks. Purple. Thaddeus Young. Blue Marquise Chris for the Suns. Drew Holiday. Brandon Ingram again. Gary Harris. Diamond Stone. Out of 60. Demetrius Jackson For the Celtics, George Hill. Box number 6. And part of me thinks it was better when they used to do the inner boxes here. I don't know who makes the decisions on the packaging. All right, starting box number 6. Deron Williams to 149 for the Mavericks. Marcelo Huertas. Rashad Vaughn. Steven Adams. LeBron James for the Cavs. Out of 199, DeAndre Bembry. Auto for the Hawks. Noah Vonleh. Blue Kyle Anderson. Jai Crowder. Ricky Rubio. Kristaps Porzingis relic for the Knicks. Malik Beasley again. Richard Jefferson die-cut gold for the Cavaliers to 75. Out of 199, Gerald Green for the Suns. Mike Dunleavy. Box 6 is in the books. Nothing yet. Who's heading up to the, anybody in town or live locally heading up to the Fanatics show here in Rosemont this weekend? All right, starting on the second half of the case, box number 7. Here we go. Dwayne Wade, orange /60 for the Bulls. Danilo Gallinari. Corey Brewer. Jeremy Lamb. Dario Saric. Otto Marshall Plumlee for the Knicks. Out of 60. Seth Curry. Thabo Sefolosha out of 99. Marc Gasol and Mike Conley duets. Nothing says nothing's more manlier than the word duets. David West. Austin Rivers. Channing Frye throwback for the Suns. Austin Rivers again. All right, I'm smelling a Jazz hit. For some odd reason, though, I got Stockton stuck in my head. If you joined late, we got 900 points. That'll be up for grabs at the end of the break. All right, starting box number 8. White Gorgies, Jorge's Nyang, Georgie's Nyang, something like that. Cheek Diallo, Evan Fournier, Reggie Jackson, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Auto for the Magic, got a $2.99 Steven Zimmerman. I will do a recap of the autos at the end of the break. Paul Pierce. This is the eBay break, yes, sir. Sergio Rodriguez, tie-dye for the 76ers out of 25. Kenneth Faried. Tyler Johnson. Relic Miles Turner for the Pacers. Kelly Olynyk. Jahlil Okafor, purple die cut out of 99. Another one out of 99, another duets for the Hornets, Kemba Walker and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Joakim Noah. All right, box number 9 coming up. All right, starting off box number 9 here. We, again, for those that just joined recently, I will recap all of the autos at the end of the breaks. Paul Gasol. Trevor Booker. We got more points here. 400 points. We'll be randoming those off. Zaza Pachulia. Luis Scala. Henry Ellison. Kelly Olynyk, orange to 60 for the Celtics. Dirk Nowitzki. Trevor Ariza, purple die cut for the Rockets. Wow, that's a nice one. Duets, 3-color patches in there. Aaron Gordon and Nikola Vucevic. That is out of 25, a tie-dyed. Little ding on the corner there. Jonas Valanciunas. Out of 175. Dante Exum. John Starks out of 60. Damian Lillard. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll a dice. Roll a set of dice. It's going to give us a number. That number has to be larger than 3. Everybody in the break is going to be randomized off to the number of the dice roll, and whoever comes out on top will get 900 points. Whoever comes out in second place is going to get the 400 points. And barring any more points, that's how it's going to roll. This pack is giving me a heck of a time. All right, box number 10. Hassan Whiteside. George Hill relic for the Jazz. First Jazz hit. Paul Gasol. Nikola Mirotic for the Bulls. Brook Lopez again for the Nets. Ivica Zubac. White Willie Hernangomez out of 149 for the Knicks. David West. Jeremy Lamb. Blake Griffin. Buddy Hield out of 299 for the Pelicans. Damian Lillard. Blue David West. The Blues are to 299. That was a Ben Simmons Prism for the 76ers. Two boxes to go. It's a good one. I like Wichita State. I had them advancing. I gotta start hitting some of my numbers. All right, let's go. Looking for the big boom. Couple nice autos already, though. All right, box number 11. Here we go. Robert Covington. Bryce Johnson. Blue. Ish Smith. Jabari Parker. Malaki Richardson. Auto Jacob Poeltl for the Raptors out of 299. JJ Redick. Rudy Gobert, purple. Justice Winslow. Juan Hernangomez. Jimmy Butler for the Bulls, orange relic. That's going to be the 60. Brook Lopez. Carmelo Anthony. Miles Plumlee, throwback to 49. Cop, that's the copper. Alan Crabby. All right, getting into box number 12. All right, last 12 packs coming right up, everybody. Yes, I had heard that Wichita State does not have any seniors. And if that's true and they don't lose anybody, they're going to be pretty good next year. right, last box. Good luck. Big auto coming. Let's do it. Tony Parker, that's out of 49. That's a copper. Dion Waiters. Thomas Satoransky for the Wizards out of 175. Ersan Ilyasova. Damian Lillard relic for the Blazers. Nice Ben Simmons. Wesley Matthews. Throwback out of 199. Jose Calderon for the Raptors. All right, last stack. James Harden. Marquise Chris. Dwight Howard. Jamal Murray. I don't know if that's a good one or not. The Zion, it's awesome. For the 76ers, try and say it with me. This is out of 49. Timothy Luwawu Cabaret. Select auto 21 out of 49, just off of the jersey number for the 76ers. Brandon Knight. Victor Oladipo. Autos are sleeved up here. We're going to give those points away first, and then we'll do a recap of the autos. All right, first and second place up for grabs. Points 900 and 400. All right, dice roll has to be larger than 3, and our number is 5. Here's everybody's name that's in the break. Top 2 after 5, 900 points and 400 points. That is number 3. 2 more clicks. We are thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it. We're waiting. And there's the list. 5th and final click, top 2. Good luck. Jim Shaw, 900, and Haas Cards with 400. So Jim S, 900 points, and Chris with the 400 points. Congratulations, guys. Let me just jot that down real quick here. Just 900 points. Hey, it's better than nothing, right? All right, here we go with the recap of the autos. Jacob Poeltl for the Raptors to 299. Buddy Hield for the Pelicans to 299. John Starks for the Knicks out of 60. Steven Zimmerman for the Magic to 299. Marshall Plumlee for the Knicks to 60. DeAndre Bembry for the Hawks out of 199. In flight, Justice Winslow for the Heat to 99. Nice one here, Allen Iverson for the Sixers. That's numbered to 60. Demetrius Jackson for the Celtics, also numbered to 60. In flight, Zach LaVine for the Timberwolves, numbered to 60 as well. Nice one here, Tyler Ennis for the Rockets, the Pulsar die cut, numbered to 60. Don Mocker for the Bucks, numbered to 299. And Timothy Luwawu Cabaret for the 76ers. Tons of relics in that product as well, but we're going to just highlight the autos. That'll do it for me here this evening, everybody. I'm going to get these videos from the evening saved and uploaded. Hope you guys enjoyed that break. www.ripkings.com. Also, keep an eye out for us on eBay, which is just Rip Kings, as you can see in the background. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night.